Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to get started. Our first question goes to Bobby Bancroft.
Hey, Patrick, another tough loss. I know after the first meeting with Marquette, you were particularly upset. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
I thought that they fought. You know, for the most part, we fought. We gave them, we gave them we put forth a great effort. Unfortunately, this didn't come out the way we would have liked to. If the way we competed in the second half, if we did the things that we did in the second half that we did in the first half, it'd be a much different game. You know, I thought that there was a point when we were right there, just like every game. We're right there with them, and then bad offense leads to their great offense, and that's when they went out to that 17-point lead.
It does seem like these games are following a familiar script with you guys right before the half, getting down to these big deficits and obviously coming back. You know, if you knew the answer, obviously you would be doing it, but what is it that you're seeing particularly during that period?
Miscommunication. We had a game plan that we put forth. You know, wasn't executed right. And then the bad offense. Bad offense lead to their great offense. You know, if we come down it's a one pass shot or no pass shot, we're easy to guard. You know, just like they had great ball movement, we need to have great ball movement.
And then real quick, is Ryan Mutombo healthy?
Yes, he's healthy.
Thank you.
Aiden Curran.
Hey, Patrick. Caden has struggled a lot from three-point range the last 3 games. Do you see anything going on with him? Is it fatigue or what?
I don't think it's fatigue. He's just missing. You know, all these games he's had great shots. It just hasn't been going in.
And then these last 3 games, you know, it was Hawkins this weekend, it was O'Connell on Monday, and it was Cam Jones tonight. What is it that's leading to these players having career nights from three-point range against your team?
We just have to do a better job of guarding these guys. You know, everyone knew the scout report. Everyone knew that Jones was a very good shooter. Their 2 best shooters are guys coming off the bench, we didn't do a great job of getting to them in the first half. They made 10 of them in the first half. We did a much better job in the second half. We only gave them 2.
And you mentioned just now that you know, you had a game plan and it wasn't executed right. Is there any concern that, you know, whatever the coaching staff is saying, the players just isn't being received for whatever reason?
Oh, they're receiving it. You know, they did it better in the second half. You know, we wanted to switch 1 through 5. In the first half, we very, very rarely switched. In the second half, we did a much better job of executing.
Thanks.
Ron Bailey.
Coach, weak side defensive help has been a trouble for you all season, whether it's in fast break, half court, pick and roll, whatever. How do you reach the guys? How do you teach them to be on a string and have each other's back, particularly from the weak side?
Keep showing it to them. You know, we work on it in practice when we have the opportunity to practice. You know, we show them in film. We have film session definitely after every game and before every game. So, you know, all you can do is to keep on showing it, and then if they can't get it, then somebody else have to come in and get it done.
Last question. Amino didn't score well, shoot well, but I thought he rebounded well and he showed a lot of energy. Is that something? Okay, can you take that as a positive away from the game?
Oh, definitely a positive. I mean, he has 17 rebounds. He didn't score the ball particularly well, but he affected the game in a lot of different ways. He had 2 steals. I think he had 2 blocks. He did a lot of. There was a lot of positive, you know, out of his effort.
Okay, thank you.
Final question to Bobby Bancroft.
Speaking of positives, Patrick, obviously there's a lot of negatives right now with the losing streak. Do you do anything different, you know, as far as being the head of the program, you know, as far as your guys just, you know, staying away from what people say, staying off social media? Is there anything you try and do during a time like this differently?
Well, you know, I'm never on social media, so I don't even care what they write or what they say. You know, in this era, you know, these guys, that's what they do. I've talked to them about what I used to do when I was a player. But playing in New York, the media capital of the world,
Yeah.
I stayed away from the newspapers and all that stuff. I just read. I didn't read any of the local newspapers. I read the USA Today. But if you're gonna listen to the praises, they're gonna listen to the criticism. I try to stay away from all that stuff. All I can focus on is what I can control. The only thing I can control is trying to get them or give them a good game plan for them to go out and compete. And I thought for the most part we competed today. We just fell short.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Coach. Safe travels. Thanks for everyone joining us. We'll be sending out the recording shortly.